Hi, my name's Sam Riendeau. This is my project on using DEA model to select different full-size pickup trucks. A little bit of background. Pickup truck sales in the United States have been on a steady incline over the past few years. Overall, the United States full-size pickup truck sales went up by 9.3% year over year. As you can see on the left side here, it's just a little chart showing how much the sales have been changing over the past few years. Um, it's showing that they've been on a steady incline. Uh, the importance of this project, those who are looking to get a full-size pickup truck, they want something that's going to be effective for them as far as fuel efficiency and towing capacity, and payload capacity. Um, and if you're going to be spending thousands of dollars on a nice pickup truck to use for work, um, you're going to want something that's effective. And that's really the importance of this project is trying to measure which pickup trucks are most efficient in terms of, like I was saying, payload, towing capacity, and fuel efficiency. So for my DMUs, I chose 10 different full-size pickup trucks, starting with the Chevy Silverado, the Ford F-150 Platinum, the Toyota Tundra Platinum, Ram 1500, the Nissan Frontier, the GMC Sierra, the Honda Ridgeline, Jeep Gladiator, Toyota Tacoma, and Ford Ranger. For my inputs and outputs, I chose the fuel economy, which was going to be the miles per gallon city and highway combined, the towing capacity and payload capacity, both in pounds. For those who aren't familiar, the towing capacity is how much the truck can actually haul in terms of trailer weight, and the payload capacity is how many pounds the truck can fit in the bed of the truck, in pounds as well. The inputs, I did engine size, which is the size of the engine in displacement in liters. And my other input was the fuel tank capacity in gallons. Here's the DEA model. It's basically these are the formulas used to find the efficiency with the multiple dimensions, which are the inputs and outputs. Um, yeah, as you guys can kind of see. Here's my data table. As you can see on the top here, we have the inputs and the outputs, and on the left side, all the 10 different pickup trucks. Um, the literature I used, a lot of it came from the automakers' websites themselves, like Ford.com, Chevy.com. Um, what I would have to do is go on their site. Some of the information wasn't readily available. I would have to go in and build a new truck, um, and kind of pick and choose options. Um, and then they would kind of price it out based on which options I picked. Um, I basically went with just the base or the highest packages that they offered, um, and based it off of that. Um, some of them at the end, most of them at the end would show um, the miles per gallon that you'd be getting, the towing capacity, payload capacity, and all of that stuff. Um, right there at the end. All the specs were pretty readily available. But for those that didn't, I would have to go to fueleconomy.gov, and they showed the fuel efficiency of basically every vehicle there is on the market. So, yeah, if they didn't show it on the company website, then I went to fueleconomy.gov, and yeah, I got the information from there. Here's my solution table. What I found was the Ford F-150, the Toyota Tundra, The Ram 1500 and the GMC Sierra were all the most efficient models out of all of my DMUs. Um, as far as the rest of them, they were basically deemed inefficient. Yeah, compared to the rest of the models. Oh, and the Ford Ranger as well was deemed efficient. Here's my improvement table. Um, didn't go too crazy, but as you can see, the highlighted numbers are the ones that changed. Um, the payload capacity for the Chevy Silverado, it went from 1,440 to now 1,550.92. The engine size changed from 5.3 liters to 3.74, and the fuel tank capacity changed from 24 to 16.94. Like I was saying earlier, the Ford F-150, Toyota Tundra, and the Ram 1500 were all deemed efficient. Were no changes there whatsoever. The Nissan Frontier, the towing capacity changed. That went from 6,640 to 6,880.92. The engine size changed from 3.5 liters to 2.16 liters. And the fuel tank capacity changed from 19.5 gallons to 16.89 gallons. The Honda Ridgeline, the towing capacity, it changed from 5,000 pounds to 6,868.89 pounds. Um, the engine size changed from 3.5 liters to 2.14 liters, and the fuel tank capacity changed from 19.5 to 16.72. The Jeep Gladiator's only changes were the inputs, which were the the engine size changed from 3.6 liters to 2.48, and the fuel tank capacity changed from 22 gallons to 17.55 gallons. And lastly, the Toyota Tacoma, the fuel economy changed from 19.7 to 19.99, and the engine size changed from 2.4 to 2.3, and the fuel tank capacity changed from 18.2 gallons to 17.41 gallons. And like I said earlier, the Ford Ranger was deemed efficient. The limitations for this, driving conditions. If you're driving a vehicle in the snow or the ice, tires are going to be spinning a little bit more. It's going to change your miles per gallon, your fuel efficiency. Um, that's going to definitely affect what you're looking for in terms of fuel efficiency. And same kind of thing here at the bottom. The driving terrain is going to affect it as well. If you're driving up a steady incline, uh, you're going to get much worse fuel economy than as someone who's driving on a steady flat surface. Um, with that said, also, the way someone drives a vehicle is going to change the fuel efficiency as well. If someone is like pressing the gas very hard, they call it a lead foot. If someone has a lead foot while they're driving, they are going to get much worse fuel efficiency than someone who is not pressing the gas like a crazy person. Um, yeah. Um, the importance of this project, I wanted to speak on a little bit. When someone is trying to find the most effective truck for them, these are the kinds of things that they should be looking at in terms of what they're going to be paying at the pump, um, while they're towing, how much they're putting in the back of their truck, that kinds of things. Um, and also, um, for the truck industry, it shows that Ford, Toyota, Ram, and GMC have a huge upper hand on the competition. And yeah, it kind of shows based on these numbers here. Um, the rest of the industry needs to make these changes in order to have the upper hand that Ford, Toyota, Ram, and GMC have on the rest of the industry. Here are my references. Like I said, it was mostly just uh, the automakers themselves, um, and those that I didn't find on there after building a truck, if they didn't share what the specs of the truck were. I found some of them, most all of them, on caranddriver.com, and a couple different sites like that. That is the end of my project. Um, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the projects. Thank you.